Libra, how are you? Welcome back to another episode of Solari Tarot. It's Greg here to do a reading for you this week. I'm excited to be here. I'm happy to be back. Thank you guys for all your comments. It's been incredible. I'd like to jump into this reading pretty quickly. I just want to say before we get started that there are no personal readings at this time. This is for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus Libra. It's a general reading, guys, right? It's not going to resonate with everybody. You know the spiel. All the information you need is in the description box below. Yeah. And with that, let's get right into your reading. Libra, this week, what a time for you. Something had poisoned you. There is a sense that you have had venom, something that poisoned or toxified you here. Now, this may have been something that someone else did to you, or it may have been something that you did to yourself. But whatever this poison is that's been in your blood, sorry guys, my camera. Sorry. Whatever this poison is that's been in your blood, you're reflecting on ways to heal from it now. Also, in some way, Libra, it's cut off your willingness to receive in some way. You're nervous about receptivity because you're assuming maybe for some of you that you won't receive it. Dawn is about to break and lift for you here. The sun is about to come out, right? It's always darkest before the dawn, but dawn is about to come out and shine a light on some things where you will really be reflecting on yourself this week. Some critical self-reflection. For some of you, this could be coming in because of challenging aspects in your chart to the retrograde or the dark moon, which is on the 11th. But there's some reality, there's some realization of some growth, some parasitic entity that exists in your energy. Something that's poisoned the way that you react in the world. Something that's poisoned the way your mind works on a fundamental level. It's taken you to the darkest place of the night. And as situations and things and people come to visit your campsite that you've built in the night, you're not open to receiving guests right now because there is this sense that you don't see the truth and you could be very nervous about where this venom is coming from. And for some of you, you may know very, very much where this venom is coming from. But there's this sense that you are feeling like you've got a lot of reflection to do. You've got a lot of things to say to yourself. You've got a lot of things to look at. I almost see it in the energy of somebody that says, I'll go to the doctor later, it'll be fine. I'll go to the doctor later, it'll be fine. And all of the while, the poison sets, the venom activates, the body begins to shut down. And I'm not saying that in a literal sense to you, I'm saying it in a spiritual sense. Something has poisoned your aura in some way. This could be a situation. Maybe for some of you, this is your own actions, maybe, that have led you to a place of self-reflection where you realize there's just poisoned reactivity here, kind of in your week. You could be having challenging communications with the ones that you love this week. I know we hate that. Let's get right into the tarot and see what else. What's our message for Libra for the week? What's our message for Libra for the week? Message for Libra. Okay, we have the Wheel of Fortune. This daddy's been coming out for everybody. Quite simply put, the sun comes back out. Dawn breaks, right? And it may not even be for you this week, Libra, in this like super positive way where all of a sudden everything is happy and cheerful and positive. There still could be a leftover sense of this venom that needs to still, the antidote still needs to be taken in some way, but the sun is coming out and you're starting to see the illumination of what you could not see before. Libra. The King of Cups could be dealing with a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces person, or just simply put, a man or a person you love. We have the Ace of Swords here. Once again, wherever this is, this venom has created a brain fog, a mind fog in some way. As dawn breaks and the sun comes back out, this fog lifts. This confusion goes away. The clarity that you want is coming, but you need to be willing to receive it. Sometimes receiving clarity is a little bit painful. It might trigger the venom that still exists within. But there are critical self-reflections this week that you're having to make. Let's see what else. Oh my God, so much. We have the Hanged Man. We have the Hierophant. We have the Lovers. We have the Two of Wands. Yeah. You know, some of us may have a person in question that we're dealing with in a romantic sense here this week, or maybe just a friendship, somebody that's in our life, in our experience. Some of us may be reaching out to a mentor this week, or reaching out to someone that is helpful to us in some way to help us get a different perspective on something, or to locate where the poison is and get that antidote in there. We may know somebody in our life, a spiritual leader, a person that we look to for advice. It could just be that you're watching this reading right now and realizing that there is a big moment where there's a poison that needs to be healed, but it's all coming to you here this week. The big realization happens. Could be dealing with a Gemini person or a partnership of some kind. Maybe there are some mundane challenges. You can't exactly see what is to come because you're in the night with this person, so to speak. The Moon. I feel strongly around the 11th, there's going to be a period of time where you may have some challenging aspects to some of your relationships that really might need your clear thinking. You're not holding on to the venom. You're reacting from a healed place. This has been a message for a lot of signs this week because we are kind of in a Mercury retrograde, and sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes that can be challenging to us, particular to our natal charts, and if there are challenging aspects with a particular retrograde. There is a sense here that there is confusion. I gotta be honest. There is a sense that whatever fog, Ten of Swords, whatever fog has lifted has made you realize some things, and for some of you, it may be that the venom is someone or some situation or some modality. Usually it is, right? That needs to have its Ten of Swords moment. It needs to be cut off. This can be a particularly challenging thing to do, Libra, I understand. But whatever big self-reflections are coming to you this week, pay attention to them, because the poison of what is poisoning you, you might not even see it. For some of you, it could be a thought form or a thought process that is just kind of toxic within your mind in nature that leads to a toxic place every time. As the fog lifts and the sun comes out and dawn breaks, big self-reflections are coming in, straight up. In a mundane sense and in a very big spiritual macro sense as well. Anything else, y'all? Something. Three of Wands, precisely. What's on the bottom of the deck here? Six of Pentacles. You know, for some of you, you could be realizing that some of the directions or the roads that you were walking down in terms of your long term are not going to be prosperous. It could be a painful thing, right? The venom that's left over creates a complex that might be particularly painful for you to deal with. But here is the thing. This self-reflection is starting to get you to think about your long term, about the future you in 5 years that's looking back on these moments right now. And the root of your energy this week is the venom. It is what's poisoning everything else. And it's coming from the watery place that is your emotions, right? You put some poison into water and it distributes. Now it weakens in the larger of a body of water that it sits in, but the poison distributes to other water molecules. And this venom, the longer it sits in your body or in your energy or in your ecosystem, it begins to poison more and more of you, more parts of your life. So this week, it's important that you get to the root of it and that you get rid of it. And in some way, this could be a crossroads moment for you. Because, man, the moments of self-reflection tend to be so liberating, don't they? But sometimes the things we realize can be challenging, and typically they are. Challenging aspects of our lives that slowly poison our goodness. We're coming face to face with them here this week. And as we antidote them, we are able to receive. We open ourselves up to be able to receive. Tell me about the Wheel of Fortune here for Libra. The Six of Cups, going right back to this time and time again, something gets poisoned. Time and time again, as the wheel shifts, something continues to rear its ugly head. This is kind of an energy of retrograde in a way for me with this Wheel of Fortune and Six of Cups here. For some of you, maybe you were going through a really dark time in your family, or, you know, there was some sort of loss in your family, and you're having a hard time receiving love from others because you're afraid you'll lose them. You know, it's the venom. Tell me about the King of Cups. Tell me about the King of Cups. The Sun, look at that. There is good vibes in terms of your bounce back after you've taken the antidote. There's a great amount of positivity here, almost just ready for you. It's like in queue, like ready for you to benefit from here for the week. Because I love how I keep mentioning the sun, you know, it's always darkest before the dawn, and then the dawn breaks for you this week, and then here is the dawn, the sun, the bright light, the shining of it all, right? Tell me about the Ace of Swords. The Eight of Swords, the Magician, the Six of Wands, and the Ace of Cups. This is, as this fog lifts, you start to see that you were sabotaging yourself in your mind in 1,000 different ways. And the second that you stop doing that, great victory takes place. Your emotions bounce back. You stop being in a place where you're constantly confused by your emotions, which is the venom here. It's like you're just wrapped around this old way of doing things, or this old tendency, or this old cycle that is just poisoning you at this point. And it's like here, and it's all in your head. It's like I don't even feel like I need to go too in depth, because I think you're getting this. I think you understand what I'm saying right now. Tell me about the Hanged Man. Yeah. The Hanged Man is the antidote. It is the letting go, right? It is the enlightened perspective. Tell me about the Hanged Man. Tell me about the Hanged Man, please. The Page of Swords. Some of you this week are in a research mode, right? You want to know, this self-reflection has opened up a doorway that is kind of showing you brand new ways of using your mind. There is an energy here that your mind is playing tricks on you, Libra. It is a part of the venom. And your mind, for some of you, has been playing tricks on you since childhood. It's a cycle. It's the venom. It's something you still haven't conquered. Tell me about, okay, the Page of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles. It's something that you always, like, you get excited to cultivate within yourself, but you don't put the follow through in to get there. You don't do the work to get there. Now, there is no shaming you because there's a reason. This Eight of Swords has trapped you for a long time. It is the venom. I think you need to approach it in terms of, let's get the antidote first so that you are well, so that the self-reflection has happened, so that you can begin to look toward a new way of being. Tell me about the Lovers. Death. Some of you might have to walk away from some lovers. Some of you might have to walk away from some road that you always take, and then you always get lost on the road, and you're like, why did I take this fucking road? Every single time I take this road, I get lost. You just are sick of doing that. It is the venom. It is the root of the problem. Sorry guys, my camera is dying. I'm like just trying to milk these readings out. Tell me about the Two of Wands. Tell me about the Two of Wands. Four of Cups. You just don't generally like to be this way anyway. Like, I almost think some of you are like, God, what is wrong with me? Why am I so confused? Why do I constantly feel like I'm wrong about something, or I can't tell the difference between my intuition and my paranoia? I don't know what is trauma, and I don't know what is spirit, and I don't generally like this feeling at all, and I just want to get to a place where I can trust my own inner voice. And that place is coming, right? It's always darkest right before, whoa, the dawn. The Ace of Swords, the King of Cups. We're done here. We're done here. This fog is lifting for you this week. I don't know what kind of things in terms of your Three of Wands that you will need to work on, or what ships are coming in, or what long-term goals are being implemented now. But what I do know for you this week is what is the venom and what do you need to do to antidote it. That's the message. I'm looking forward for you, for whatever mental fog this is, clearing up. Because you're gonna need a sound mind, and you're gonna need inspiration, and you're gonna need realistic thinking in order to navigate yourself to a place where you can be in equal receptivity with the universe, where you're receiving what you desire and you're giving what is necessary, and there's an even balance and it's not off kilter in any way. And it's like you're trying to do that while the venom is still there. Does that make sense? It don't work, baby. It don't. Look. I said to you guys last week something about, you are the prettiest girl at the party. Why are you crying? And this week, I'm telling you, the dawn is lifting. The darkness is going. But the poison that was incurred in it isn't going to unless you antidote it, okay? That is the message for you for this week. I'm stopping it here. I love you so much. If you are new to this channel, please like, share, and comment and subscribe. Hit the notification bell in the corner so that way you can watch me every single week tweak on caffeine and give you the message that spirit makes me channel. I love you so much. I hope you have a wonderful week. I might do some like bonus Valentine's Day reading things this weekend. I don't know. Just bear with me maybe. I don't know. Anyway, I love you. See you soon. Bye.